Sabrina wants to know how much area a portrait is going to take up on her wall. She wants to do this so she can make sure that the wall has a big enough area to fit the portrait. She knows that the measurements of the portrait are 20 inches by 30 inches because that must be the one she's ordering. She does not know the width of the frame, so in the meantime she wants to make an equation now so that later when she knows the width, she can easily calculate the area. Alright, so if we don't know the width, why don't we go ahead and use a variable to substitute. I'll call x the width, and it'll go all around the frame. I might want to draw a visual just to get an idea of what this looks like. So if I have something like this, some kind of frame here, I know that the distance between here to here is my width, so we'll call that x. Same thing, the distance between here and here, that's the same width, we'll call that x. From here to here, all around, we'll say this is the same width x that she does not know. Okay? And I think she'd like to figure out the wall space, so that means she wants to know the whole space that this takes up. Basically, she has to see if she has a wall this big. She does know that we have these two sides, which this one, let's say, is 20, and this one we'll say is 30, which comes from her problem. So to find the area that all this is going to take up, we're going to have to use the area of a rectangle, which is area is length times width. Okay? Well, the length and the width, we're going to have to use some information that we don't know. So the length, we could say, is this whole thing right here, which is made up of 3 parts. It's made up of this 30, this width here, we know is x, and this width here is x. So the length is x plus 30 plus x. So let me go ahead and write that. I know that the length is x plus 30 plus x. If I combine my like terms, I can rewrite that as the length is 30 plus, let me rewrite that the other way. Let me combine these first. X plus x is 2x plus 30. Okay? And now the width. Let's look at that width. The width is this whole distance here, which is also made up of 3 parts. This part that she doesn't know how wide that is, this part that she doesn't know how wide that is, and this part that we just figured out from the problem was 20, which she knows because she's getting her portrait done. So together that's x plus 20 plus x. So our width is x plus 20 plus x, which we can rewrite that as x and x together make 2x plus 20. So I have 2 pieces of information. I know the length, I know the width. So my area is length times width. So the area of her wall that it takes up is the length, which is 2x plus 30, and the width times the width, which is 2x plus 20. And now Sabrina has this equation she can use. Whenever she finds out the width, she can easily calculate it, and she doesn't have to figure it out over and over again. If she wants a frame that's 1 inch, she'll put in 1 inch for x, and then she'll calculate it. If instead she wants to see if she can go bigger, she can say, let's try 3 inches. Put in 3 for x and calculate it. Then she'll automatically know the area, and she'll be able to tell if it fits on the wall.